What's up, guys? This is going to be the first live recorded in my new apartment. I'm very happy with it so far. I've got nice and thick walls, so a lot of privacy, so I'll be able to be a bit obnoxious, or more than I have been in the last few videos that were recorded in my old shit apartment. Anyway, so I'm really happy with how things are going, and this team, oh, don't have the team open. This team was provided by Tennis and GoomE, who provided the Togekiss team as well. Where the hell? Well, must have deleted the Togekiss team, my bad. But yeah, I'm sure you remember that because the video was nice and recent. But this is Manectric team with a stupid Mandibuzz. I think Mandibuzz is one of the most garbage passive Pokemon, so I never end up using it, but we're gonna use it this time. Then, yeah, I don't really know what to say about this team. I think HP Bug is probably better, but hitting like Seismitoads and stuff is really helpful for this dude. So HP Grass, Specs Keldeo, Spadef, Rachi, Rocks, Defog, and AV Tangrowth. I put Sludge Bomb here instead of HP Fire because Altaria is a menace. So let's hop in, and we are driving against someone with a custom avatar. He's got a very standard, like Volcarona is a bit weird, but like it's a very standard way to use Volcarona. He's basically replaced his Talonflame with a Volcarona, and that is a form of creativity. So facing a Hippo is a bit annoying. Manectric can't do anything. Tangrowth is a bit annoying, not really. I can knock off a bunch of things. Mandibuzz, yeah, this team has like very limited fairy resist. I think you probably lead with, yeah, I don't know how to go about dealing with this Diancie. I guess I could just lead with Tangrowth and knock something off. He might lead with Torn though, that would be quite unfortunate. But yeah, he probably will lead with Torn. So I think I'm gonna go with Rachi instead. That matches up well against Torn and Diancie. Volcarona at +1 is looking like a huge problem. This team's pretty slow, other than Manectric, which doesn't check that much stuff. So yeah, I don't know how well this game's gonna go. If I can kill the Hippo somehow, like if he fucks up and lets Hippo die, yeah, they always just want to lead with Torn. I imagine he'd go straight into Volcarona here, but he might want to U-turn in. I don't even want to risk. Yeah, I think I have to U-turn. See, like, U-turning didn't make any sense there, because Iron Head does... He's even Life Orb. Iron Head does, like, so much damage. He actually goes into Starmie, so I don't think this person is, I don't really agree with the plays they've made so far. I guess I'll go into Tangrowth here and knock something off. That sounds a bit hot. So yeah, knocking off Volk's item could be good. He goes to Ferrothorn, so it's annoying that I don't have Hidden Power Fire. I do have Defog though, so that is nice and spicy. I don't even have a switch in for Ferrothorn. That's depressing. Like, he just Leech Seeds here, and that's sad. I guess I'll go to Lando and set up Rocks. So he actually switches that turn. I thought he might do that. That's weird that I thought he would do that, but anyway, knew it. I'm just going to EQ here, expecting a Protect, and I don't really... I think just Earthquaking again is fine, as he does. I'm sick of people making that switch. He doesn't really have a reason to, I guess he could knock off here. He actually goes for HP Ice, so I'm glad I switched there. And now he knows I'm lefties. I guess I'll Wish this turn, as he does U-turn out again. I guess Volk could be the... No, he goes to Hippo. Okay, that's fine. I can, I guess I could get Keldeo in here and then threaten to kill the Starmie, so let's do that. Plop, and in comes Duke Vespa. And I will just go for a nice and hot... Actually, he'll probably go to Ferrothorn here. Ferro's a smarter play, so I am going to go for a Secret Sword as he goes to Starmie, so that's unfortunate. That would have died if I went for... I mean, I should have known, like, this is just the type of team that, like, autopilot players use, so maybe I should have known. Did 42, so I doubt he's, yeah, he got buffeted by the Sandstorm first, so I know for sure that he's, defensive, but max speed. So that happens. I can defog here. He'll probably... yeah, he can just scald here if he wants to, but he does switch to Diancie. Nice play. I don't really switch into Diancie very well. He should E-Power. I'm going to go to Tangrowth. Nice middle ground if he Moonblasts. He actually Diamond Storms. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. That was... No, it doesn't really make sense. Not really loving that play. He can Protect here, so I'll just Giga Drain. And then we can make a nice and hot... No, I'm just going to Giga Drain again. Did I knock? Yeah, I knocked the Ferrothorn off. Yeah, he does try to make some kind of 6 switch, so I mean prediction, so this Giga Drain will do a large amount. I'm in range of another Diamond Storm, so that is unfortunate. Is he more likely to be Earth Power? Yeah, he's probably Earth Power on this team, so I'm a bit scared to switch into, I'm scared to switch into Jirachi, so I'll go to this expecting an E-Power. He was kind of pressured to Diamond Storm though, so there's that. And I don't want to just let the Taunt... Yeah, I'll go to Rachi here. He's either going to Moonblast for some reason. He goes for Protect. That's such a dumb time to Protect. I'm going to Iron Head here as he goes to Hippowdon. That is fine. I think my opponent's playing pretty badly. But whatever. It's fine. I get a nice crit there, a bit of extra damage, and we can go into Duke, and I'm probably... Oh yeah, Earthquake. Oh, nice crit. That's fun. I think I'm just going to click... I'm going to Secret Sword again here. He really should go to Ferroth. Yeah, he just doesn't... He doesn't know. So... That's really bad that Keldeo got crit there. Now I can't really... I can't really play this game the way I want to. Yeah, that sucks. My only play is Tangrowth as far as I can see. It's the only way I don't just like lose all of the momentum in the world. I don't think he's staying in here. He's going to Ferrothorn. He has a lot of switch-ins though. Ferrothorn or Volcarona. So let's go into Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz doesn't like mind him scalding either, so Mandibuzz is really set. Mandibuzz actually might win if I can kill the Diancie. And yeah, doubling here also gives me regen, so that's really nice. Yeah, he might just scald, but if he loses this, he loses to Keldeo, so yeah. I guess he doesn't really. He has 2 checks for it, but I'd be pretty surprised if he wanted to sack this. Yeah, like, I just don't think this person realizes that Keldeo has ways of killing Starmie, like, especially when he was at 70% HP. Grass, Bug, or any of the other ones, Electric would have just killed this, so... Yeah, I thought Ferrothorn was better. Like, people always scald or predict Starmie. He goes to Ferro, so this kind of works. I could hit him with a Taunt, or I could just go for Foul. Yeah, I don't think he'd risk Diancie here. My mistake. Yeah, that's not a good... I'm getting a tiny bit frustrated. He goes to Volcarona. I think that was a predict... Yeah, I think I just lose to this. I guess I have to U-turn here. Why the hell are you sub Volcarona? I guess I can go to this. No, this wasn't a smart play, but I can T-bolt. Oh, I so can't. I have to Volt. Yeah, he'll probably set up this turn. I can't even kill this. I just lose to this Pokemon. So Volt into Lando, and we'll see what he does. Yeah, he's sub Fiery Dance. I don't have lefties, so I don't know how... Oh, he's always faster than me. Is he sub Quiver? Oh, what the hell? I just can't deal with this. I guess I'll just DQ. He doesn't know how fast I am, so he might switch. Yeah, he goes to Ferrothorn. I don't know whether he'd go to Diancie here. Let's try getting rocks up. Okay, he went to Torn. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. So I don't know why he's allowing me back into the game, but sick. I just need to not let Starmie spin now, and that will be good. It's going to be really hard to... Let's click U-turn. He does have HP Ice, I did forget about that. Starmie can spin on everything except Manectric, so guess where we're going. And I'm going to go for HP Ice here. This might do enough to Hippo. He might use... I don't know, man. I don't know what he'd do here. He's so... Yeah, he should sack something here. He shouldn't risk Hippo. He goes to Ferrothorn, that is fine. You're going to die to a Flamethrower. If he pivots to Hippo, I mean, Ferro dying is great. Ferro is an annoyance to this team for sure, so we lose that. I think that was the right play for him to make. He goes into this. I'm going to go into Techless as he sets up his rocks. That's a very poor play. I can Giga Drain pretty freely here, so I'm going to do that. So he brings in Tornadus. This will take next to nothing, but keeping the pressure up. Like, I don't know why you sacked Ferrothorn if you're going to set up rocks there. That doesn't make any sense. I need Tangrowth alive, I believe. If I go to Mandibuzz, he does get to spin, so that's a Nugu. I think I'm gonna have to go into Manectric. Would he Hurricane? Yeah, he probably just Hurricane here. So Manectric's gonna take a shit ton from this, but I really need to prevent the Starmie from spinning. He misses, that's extremely helpful. It's even better because I can even Ice to kill him here, so that is just incredible. He might go to Starmie this turn, and then try to pivot to Hippo. That would be a potential play for him to make. Like, HP Ice is easily my best play, so I could go for the electric move, but I don't know how he hasn't won with this matchup. Like, I mean, he just has to predict the Rachi a few times with Diancie, and like, I have no other fairy resist, and Rachi isn't even a good switch in for Diancie. Like, Earth Power does way too much, and if I'm spending all my time wishing, he just gets Volcarona in, which I don't even have my fire resist is Keldeo. So Hidden Power Ice does 39. Looks like that's a roll. I might just go for it. Okay, I'm going for this roll. This is like a high chance to... Okay, he's Spadef then. That's a bit annoying. So anyway, Hippo is back in action. That is highly unfortunate. Let's go into Tangrowth, and we'll just have to keep progressing this way. He does slack off again. So that's lucky for him that he got the right rolls there, but Tangrowth is a huge threat with rocks up. Gonna go for a nice and hot Sludge Bomb here, as he is gonna risk his Tornadus again, so if I poison him here, he'll probably just basically die. But no, not gonna happen. Gonna have to go to Rachi here. Does he have? Okay, misses another Hurricane, that's very hot. U-turn is pretty safe here. It might not kill this, but... Yeah, it's definitely not killing this, but I think U-turn is the play to make. He goes to Rippo, and how much is the Starmie at? I can probably block a Rapid Spin by just going for Hidden Power Grass here. Like, I don't know why he keeps risking the Starmie, but he's gonna do it again. This might actually just kill. So yeah, that's why Starmie isn't the best Keldeo switch in, but now he can't Rapid Spin, so that's great. I am gonna really struggle to kill his Hippo, but I'll try my best. So this is... Well, I guess I can defog, but I probably won't because of how vulnerable his team is to rocks. So, yeah, nice work from him. Going into that Pokemon every time. He's pretty safe to knock off here. I can't keep Keldeo. He goes for HP Ice, don't know why. I get Main in. No, Main isn't the right play. What about Jirachi and U-turn? Probably Jirachi and U-turn here. Let's do that. If he attacks, he'll die to U-turn. He can switch to Hippo again. He goes to Diancie for some reason. Plop. And that kind of forces me into Manectric, which may have been his big plan. But it's fine. I guess Flamethrower would be a better play here, actually, because I might burn the... I guess I can just crit the Hippowdon. So he switches it in. It'd be good to knock this off. Yeah, 35. So he is pretty specially defensive. If this has Toxic, that would be really bad for my Tan growth. But he's kind of on the ropes, so I think I'll probably be okay even if he does Toxic me. Yeah, he goes for Slack Off, that is fine. And going to Giga Drain here, as he sacks his Diancie, that's fine. He might be able to set up on this with Volcarona and just win, so that is a bit of a problem. Let's go... Yeah, this is a bit of a menace. Let's go into Mandibuzz. And, well, Foul Play probably won't even kill him. Yeah, I can win with Mandibuzz if I kill this somehow. So he's leftovers. I don't even think Knock will break the sub. Let's Earthquake in that case. He does try to Quiver Dance. Earthquake does some damage. I don't know whether he can kill everything. He probably can. Tangrowth might actually live, so let's try to live Tangrowth. Oh, that is unfortunate. Gets the boost, so I'm pretty sure I have lost, unless Main somehow outspeeds him. So let's T-Bolt. He might be slow because he... No, he even... Okay, so I couldn't do anything about that Volcarona matchup, unless he doesn't have... Oh, he doesn't have a move to hit not Manectric Mandibuzz. So I might be able to win with this. Probably need to Roost here. Yeah, that does way too much. Foul... Yeah, he's not going to die to Foul Play, so I have lost. GG, bruz. I just couldn't really deal with Volcarona. He played this game really poorly, but thankfully Volcarona was a huge problem for me, so he won anyway. GG, man. That was a nice and long battle. That's annoying. I can get some revenge on this guy, though. This guy misplayed a ton last time we played, and it resulted in him winning, but I choked my easy win away, so... Yeah. It was my fault. Zoomer... Yeah, I deal with this team okay, except for Nidoking. He has, like, his whole team is sort of made to be led with. I'm gonna lead with Keld because I switch into, yeah, of course he does lead Lopunny. Why wouldn't he just lead Lopunny? What a fantastic Pokemon. Keldeo, All-Out Attacker, Mega Lopunny, Fake Out plus High Jump Kick does kill me, so that is highly unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go into Lando here. He won't Ice Punch here, that would be extremely mental. Okay, he goes for Fake Out. Take that, Rocky Helmet damage. I only need this for Lopunny, so let's just EQ here. Oh my god, someone's not using Ice Punch, or like respecting that it might not kill. Cool, so let's get up rocks here. He sets up his rocks, he's faster because Tennis and GoomE have not max speed, so I can just knock off here. He goes for Stone Edge. Lose your leftover. He might be Helmet. Dang it. He is Helmet, so I am getting nice and weak and hot. I'm going to go into Tangrowth here if he U-turns good on him. Nope, goes for Stone Edge, so now I get a nice Giga Drain off against his 0 resists. Let's go for EQ, hit the Nidoking or the Magnezone nice and hard. I guess he could go to Laddie, but hopefully not. Yeah. Tangrowth is pretty important as an Azumarill switch in, so it does U-turn out, and hopefully this Earthquake will nab a kill. He does go to Latios, nice and hot, so I will need to go to my Lati switch in, which is a nice Jirachi. He does have a Magnezone, so that is very rude. Actually, Magnezone doesn't really beat Spadefrachi, and I do have U-turn to escape, so that's nice and hot. I'm actually just going to go straight for U-turn here. He actually goes to Lando, that's cool. I can just get Keldeo in, and he does have a Lati. I have the wrong move, I don't have Icy Wind, so let's just go for Scald. It's the best move in OU. Scald is nice and hot. I could also see him going to Azumarill here. Does go to this, so Burn would obviously be fantastic. 35 is a nice roll. Is he going to Magnezone here? I don't care if he goes to Magnezone, because I am nice and specially defensive. He doesn't heal, that's good. He now doesn't deal with Keldeo well at all. I'm pretty safe to Wish here, so I will go for that. He switches into Lando, so I can heal this here. Do I want to heal this? Hell yes I do. So let's go for a nice Protect. Even if he goes to Magnets, it like doesn't matter. He's probably just going to U-turn to try to prevent me to pass the Wish to anything. I guess he could Earth... No, U-turn just seems best. Goes for Stone Edge, I don't know why. I guess he didn't want me passing the Wish to land. Yeah, that's actually a very valid concern from him. Am I faster? I don't know whether I'm faster. Let's go... I don't have a fantastic place to be right now. I need to be really careful of that stupid Lopunny. I didn't even realize Lando getting weak was so bad. Let's go... He's probably U-turning here. Oh, Jesus Christ, let's just go to Tangrowth. He does Earthquake, that's weird. So now I believe the hot play... I feel like Earthquaking again. I really do. So U-turns out, I'm eating that up. He's not going to sack his laddie. He feels like I'll be pressured to predict. No, he goes for it again. This is your only Keeldeo switch in. I guess he has an Azumarill. Like, why? Why? And he doesn't even recover. I don't get it. Oh man, oh no, he went to Nidoking, he knows. So I can, I guess, protect here, get some nice and hot leftovers. Goes for repower, no real reason not to. I probably just need to sack here. I don't think Tangrowth is getting... Tangrowth might be really important later. Mandibuzz... Let's go to Mandibuzz. Nice and obvious. And he does E-Power again. I don't think Ice Beam can kill Mandibuzz. Like, Mandibuzz is the bulkiest Mother Fura. So I'll just Foul Play to get some nice and hot. Yeah, that did 0. This should do like half. Okay, that's nice. That does enough. That Pokemon I have called Manectric just basically wins now, so that's spicy. I am faster than a non-Scoff Nidoking, so I can just go into this. Hopefully HP Ice does enough because I've already made the play. Lando is in range. Lopunny is his only check. I don't have switch-ins for Lopunny, so this is just going to be a bunch of sacking. Goes to Magnets. I better calc this because I might need this healthier than it is. Mega, Manectric, Magnezone. Specs, okay, he took a lot more than that, he took 14, so he's probably Scarfed, so Flamethrower should kill. Oh, that's my comments page, thank you guys for all the comments. Goodbye, Magnezone. So he pretty much has to risk Speed Ties with Lopunny now, which is annoying because I don't really deal with Lopunny anymore, so it's just going to be like a sack fest, but I hope Manectric can win. He does go into Low Pepness. I don't think he knocked off my... Yeah, let's go to Lando and then I can go to Tangrowth and basically get a kill with Giga Drain. He does go for Toxic. That's a... yeah, I can dig that play. I'll U-turn out. He can just kill me here. I don't understand. Whatever, he doesn't want to take the helmet damage, so now, like, this is not the right way to play it though, because you're just losing more and more Pokemon to Manectric. I guess he could switch into Lopunny here, but, like, that's the 16% you just took from HP Ice instead of Rocky Helmet, so I understand what he's trying to do, but he's not thinking through it clearly enough. So he just sacks Landorus. I don't want to be in range of... Yeah, this comes in. I'm going to have to sack Landorus here. The Intimidate will allow... Okay, so he fakes out. It doesn't make any sense either. I can EQ freely here. Goes for Return to take me out. I can go into... I can actually go to Keldeo. This lets Azumarill in. That was a bit dumb. HP Grass should kill both. He has to save this, so Azumarill is his only play. Unless he's Belly... Yeah, even Belly Drum. I should be okay by HP Grassing here. I guess he could sack Lopunny to get Azumarill in and try to Belly Drum. That's probably what he should do, so yeah, HP Grass is definitely the play I need to go for here. You could also sack Nidoking. He goes for High Jump Kick, doesn't crit me. HP Grass should kill. Alright, nice. So yeah, I should just be able to win with Manectric. Now he goes to Nidoking. I think I'm good to just sack this. HP Grass won't kill him, I think, but it will do a large amount of damage, and yeah, we'll be good from there. He tries to double to Azumarill, and now I just win. So he was Belly Drum, I wasn't having that, and GG, best team builder, get revenged, and let's do another 2. I'm tired of these short videos, and I'm tired of losing games. Alright, back inside. I got a really weird team here. We've already seen how shit I am at dealing with fire types. So Entei is going to be a humongous problem. Mega Gara should be checked by Tangrowth, kind of. Tangrowth does a decent amount of work. I need to not let that Entei go insane. What is... I think I'm going to lead with Keldeo. He might lead Gengar. I actually have a Gengar switch in, kind of, in Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz actually destroys him until it gets burnt by Gastro, but like it taunts Skarmory, beats Gengar one-on-one, taunts Ferrothorn, doesn't get shat on by Gara. I guess Gastro deals... If I had Toxic Mandibuzz, I would be in the clear. But yeah, Keldeo is my lead because I don't want to get shat on by Entei, and I should be able to like manipulate him to go into Gastro early. Yeah, I'm actually going to HP Grass turn 1. and just kill the Gast. It's not going to kill, is it? Let's run it. I don't even know what Gastrodon runs in OU, but I'm a little bit excited for this HP Grass. You done power Grass. Oh, that kills physically defensive. Okay. So yeah, if I can just kill that, then he's not going to deal with Keldeo well at all. Or Manectric for that mattress. So he does lead with this. I'm just going to Secret Sword here, keep it nice and safe. He takes very little damage. He gets up his rocks for some reason. He's probably going to Gengar here. Mandibuzz is really safe. So I'll just send this in. This lets me Fog or deal with the Gengar. I'm just going to go straight for Foul Play. Him keeping rocks up isn't that bad. Yeah, he tries to taunt me and this might die. Okay, sick. I don't know whether the Crispy mattered. No idea. It goes to Entei. People love using this name. I don't know what it is. It's some Japanese thing. He drops a comma. I'll run a calc so you can all see just how bad of a player I am for foul playing a Gengar, to which I have no switch-ins when my Mandibuzz is in. So yeah, he is right. Doesn't kill. Nice and hot. Keldeo is not the right play to make, but at the same time it does sound a little bit hot. Jirachi does basically nothing in this game, so I could just sack it here. Yep, fuck it, let's sack Jirachi. Goodbye, top tier boy. Go and check his channel out, IMO. Nice and hot channel. I could HP Grass the Gastro here, but he kind of knows that I'll do so. He knows I'll, like, react. I think I'm going to go to Lando, actually, and just Earthquake this. He's probably going to Scarm, so I could U-turn. Yeah, like, I shouldn't even be getting rocks up here, so I'm not sure what he'll do. Because Scarm is what you do if you're expecting Earthquake, but Sacred Fire is what you would do if you're expecting rocks. So, yeah, I wasn't sure whether he'd expect rocks, because I really want to defog here. He goes to Poseidon. This is a good chance to defog, and that will be fantastic. He does go for Scald. That's good. He probably doesn't have Toxic. I can get off a defog here. I have Taunt, so he can't really deal... Like, he can't switch to Ferrothorn and capitalize on this or anything like that. I don't even think he had lefties. 22, yeah, he took 78 from the sword, so he's either... Wait, what? That was turn 1, wasn't it? Yeah, so he's either Rocky Helmet or Shed Shell. I doubt he's Shed Shell. He has 2 steals. He has multiple Azumarill checks. Like, you shouldn't be Shed Shell. Not too sure what he's thinking about. I have a lot of checks for Mega Garrus. This is looking very spicy for me. He lets me Fog. That's great. Goes for another Scald. Yeah, it's always good to think for like 5 minutes, then just click Scald. I don't know whether to keep this healthy. I don't know whether... Like, it's probably better to have this burnt than Tangrowth, so I'll just Roost up here. And, do I want to just PP stall? Yeah, I think I'm just going to go to Tangrowth now. Sick. So yeah, Tangrowth's going to come in. He's going to take a little minute here to tell me that he hasn't gotten a Scald burn. Does go for Curse, actually, so that's nice. Tangrowth is faster now. I'm just going to knock off, like, he can't sack this. Yeah, I want to 2k this Ferrothorn, nice and hot. Get rid of his Rocky Helmet, nice. So I can kill him with an EQ here. He can go to Skarmory if he wants, but his Ferrothorn is, like, weak as hell, so I don't care if he wants to pivot around. Knock my... yeah, whatever. He'll die to Earthquake, and Tangrowth should just be able to drive the bus home. Gara's actually a little bit of a threat. He goes to Skarmory, that is fine and hot. What do? Do I care if he gets spikes up? Not... might knock this off just so it's harder for him to stay at full HP. Bop. He was Rocky Helmet too. Okay, very weird team. Now do I want to... Yeah, let's get these spikes out of here. Yeah, this is really weird. Like, using Gara without defog is also arse, because Gara is so bulky, but if you, like, just let it take 25%, it's 25% less bulky. You gotta hurry up, dude. You're not using, like, a team that's difficult to use. He switches to Poseidon that turn. Sick. Does get me. I guess I'll get rid of this spike. Like, I don't really care if Mandibuzz gets burnt. He's going to set up a Kies. I don't care. I have Pokemon on my team to deal with this. He is going to Scald here, but I don't know why he cursed. Like, is he getting the burn this time? There you go, got the burn nice and hot. I'm going to go to double to Keldeo here and kill the Gastro. He actually curses again, that doesn't make sense, but he's just going to catch this Pebnus right now. Goodbye. Nice Crispy. He goes into Gara as you would. I might be able to force him to Mega by going to Manectric here. He goes for Dragon Dart. Oh, there's a little bit of a voice crack. I'm just going to T-Bolt here. I get the... Yeah, he does Mega Evolve, so now he just can't deal with Keldeo. He DDs again. Did I not Mega Evolve? Shit. Good. Nice one, Tom. Really good. Good work. I'll just go to Lando here. There's no way this can be a bad play. To get Intimidate, he goes for Waterfall. That's fine. He takes the helmet damage. That's what I like to see. I don't know why I didn't Mega Evolve there. I have my click thing is like I just tap to click, so it's easy for me to fail to click something. Anyway, we kill that guy. We kill that guy. We beat that guy, and let's get one more. This can be a longer video. Like, what do I do with this team if I see a Charizard? Why? Like, nothing Okos that Lando doesn't even have Stone Edge. Why does Lando not have Stone Edge, actually? Like, what is the Talonflame countermeasure? What are you... Insane. This has to be Stone Edge. I don't know what they're thinking. So hopefully that'll update in the thing. Okay, last one. Looking like a nice batch of Manectric. Yeah, there's the Charwai I, like, just said. I just said not to do this. I think Lando might be my lead then, but then I'd just lose to... No, Tangrowth, yeah, let's lead with Lando. He's going to lead with Charizard 500 times. He can't kill me. I have some good Spadef investments, so I should just be able to kill him with Stone Edge here. 80... Oh, he's X. Okay, he's Wisp X. So this is a hipster. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just going to get up my rocks here. Switches to Excadrill. Yeah, cool. That's nicely played, but I do get to U-turn here. HP Bug would be sick. He does take the helmet damage there, so that is nice and hot. I really only have Keldeo, and that just concedes a Celebi. What's his Celebi doing? Swords Dance pass? Nasty plot pass to Torn, maybe? Why is Excadrill so damn annoying? I guess we're going to Keldeo here. I can't even I can't even deal with Celebi. Like, what the hell do I do against a Celebi here? Mandibuzz and Foul Play? Yeah, I just can't. Let's go to Rachi. I can't even capitalize on the Celebi. That is very annoying. All right, he goes into Tornadus. Okay. He's shit against Jirachi now that I think about it. He is going to stay in though. He's just going to stay. Yep. Like, why would you want this just taking 50 from Iron Head? Whatever though, he gets a crit U-turn. He's going to go and calc what kind of Rachi I am. He's probably going into Zard here. Actually goes to Celebi, so take 44. That's a little disappointing, but still a nice and shit play from my opponent. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. It's not the holy gospel. Well, it is the gospel according to Tombus, but it is not anything more. I think Brother Teclis is the only play here. I'm gonna go for a Knock Orifice. He can stay in, he's not threatened here, but okay, he is Rock, so his T-Tar is doing something else. I can Sludge Bomb here, he might want to stay in and recover a bunch of times, so Sludge Bust should do more than Knock Off. Does the same amount, but I have a chance to poison, so that is nice and hot. He does need to recover again, so I'm going to keep Sludge Bombing. I want to poison this. I want to poison the AV Torn. This is awesome. This is great. Just not getting anything. Anyway, I'll knock off the Torn's AV here. That'll make it... That'll mean he has to use one of his Keldeo switch-ins. Knock off the Vest. That is spicy. He's probably U-turning here, but I don't really switch here. I'm staying in. What would he go to if he U-turned? Excadrill? Yeah, let's just click Earthquake. Let's just go wild. He's not going into Excadrill. But he's not going to Celebi either. Okay, he does go to Drill, so go ahead and catch that. Catch that. Nice and spicy and hot. I can Sludge, but... he might stay in. He should just go back to Torn. Yeah, I'm going for Sludge Bomb. I'm going for it. He's not right if he Iron Heads here. It's like he dies to go ahead. Can I get a poison? That's like my 4th Sludge Bomb. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. How many Sludge Bombs have I used? Okay, only 3. 3 Sludge Bombs. Oh, this thing is a huge ass problem. Let's get some rocks up. Let's get some effing rocks up. He does go for Roost, okay. Let's set up rocks. He can't rapid spin them, so probably just Flare Blitz here actually if he has it. He could also, Flare Blitz is the right play, in my opinion, because like Stone Nose did nothing, so EQ only does like 35, so he's definitely fine to just stay in an attack here. Alternatively, he could go to his Azumarill and put on some pressure. He could go to Excadrill, but he can't spin if he does that, so I don't really find that play to be even remotely spicy. There's Celebi, that's fine, I can dig that. I can dig it. Exca, I need to keep this alive. I don't know what he would do. I'm going into top tier, boy, and we can just get off a nice and spicy U-turn. Goes for Healing Wish. Okay, so enjoy switching into Keldeo, dude. He does get his Excadrill back at full. So that's... What the hell? What? Okay, anyway, whatever. I'm happy with that. He doesn't switch. Hot. I think Mandy is definitely the right play here. Like, he just sacked his... He mustn't have had recover... No, he did have recover. He's recover Healing Wish. Insanity. Insanity in a Pokemon. Who set up his... Celebi set up his rock, so I can just defog here. Goodbye. He does go for the flinch. And doesn't get it, so that's good to see. None of us getting 30% chances. Gonna Roost to stall out the... So, anyway, let's not get flinched, please. That's good to see. That is nice and hot. I'm still in range of 2-hit KOs. That is highly unfortunate. Let's go to Keldeo here. He's probably going to keep doing it, or just go to Titar. Okay, so, yep, enjoy it. Enjoy switching into this now. You seem to have lost your switch in. Going for Scald. He's not even Vest. Like, Hydro would have just killed you. Oh well. No burn, that's sick. Going to Rachi here. Nice and safe. He probably will he can't really afford to U-turn. But he might anyway, because like Taunty is one of those Pokemon that promotes playing poorly, so he does go for Hurricane. It doesn't confuse me, that is very sick. He might do it, yeah, he's probably predicting the U-turn here. Let's go for U-turn. Alright, good, he doesn't. We've got to keep up some pressure against this guy. This is a weird... Why? What's wrong with these people? Anyway, he goes to Excadrill. I could get rocks up here. No, I couldn't. I'm going to go back to Keldeo. You just don't... You sacked your Celebi. Enjoy dealing with this huge threat. So this is when he has to risk the Azumarill getting burnt. Torn is... maybe... Yeah, Torn's probably in range of Spec Scald. Like, you sacked your Celebi, you had it under control, you decided to Healing Wish. I can understand it because Zard is a pretty... Yep, you should... Just die. Punish this man, good. And now I have to switch into a Azumarill, which is Menace, but Keldeo is going to just put tons of pressure on him. Do I lose to... Oh, BD is Menace. Going to Rachi this turn. Okay, good. That's banded as fuck, my god. Going for Iron Head. Actually, I should have wished. Flinch. No, of course not. Going to this here. Rocks is fine. Even if he decides to kill me, I'll be able to keep the rocks up for just a little bit. He can't stay in, actually. I could Earthquake this turn. I should Earthquake. But I want rocks for the Charizard. Yeah, he does try to... Anyway, he misses player off. That's not good or bad, really, because, like, he would have basically lost to Keldeo if he hit that. Because, anyway, he takes Earthquake damage now, so it's good. It's good either way. Like, Charizard is his switch in here, which is going to be a bit funny. I believe my hottest play is just Earthquaking again. Yeah, I'm just gonna... And then Keldeo just comes in and, like, he sacked his... I don't know, I'm harping so much on the Celebi sack, but it was just... very stupid. He's DD Wisp. There you have it. Okay. Is Manectric my play then? DD Wisp. He's defensive though, he's taking absolutely nothing from those earthquakes, right? He's Landorus T. Defensive. Charizard X. Bulky Willow, so burnt, yeah, he's definitely bulky as hell. So at +1 he does... I can go to Keldeo, or I can go to Manectric. I think probably Manectric is... Oh shit, I just let him roost, but I do get the Intimidate off, so yeah, I just Volt Switch here and that's fine. He can roost, but I can Volt into Keldeo and that should be good. You might go... Yeah, Excadrill doesn't really make sense here. So I'll get the -1, he does go for roost, that's fine. At -1 he cannot handle Keld. I mean, yeah, without the attack boost he can't kill Keldeo, so I can just spam Scald really here. He goes for D-Claw. I eat that up, that's what you... Yeah, this... What the hell is this? Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Roost, Willow? Mental. So the Azumarill is banded, that's going to be really difficult for me to deal with. Tangrowth is not a switch-in for this. Sadly, but it might have to be. Might have to be the switch in here. I'm gonna lose. I've lost. I think. Let's go through it. If I go to... I have to predict a bunch, don't I? No, I go to... Tangrowth basically wins, now that I think about it. But is main or... Mandibuzz? I think Mandy is probably more useful, so I'll sack this here. It might live because of the nice and spicy Intimidate. Yum. And his best play is Titar. So... Yeah, I'm going to Volt Switch. His best play, I think, is Titar. He could go to Exca. Flamethrower prevents... Yeah, Flamethrower I think is fine here. He goes to Titar, that's fine. Get a burn, so that's going to wrap up the game, I believe. That's kind of shit, but I don't think he could kill Keldeo anyway, so I believe I had it regardless. Gonna Flamethrower again here, as he doesn't go to Excadrill, that's fine. He goes for Pursuit. Don't know anything about his set. If I go to Keldeo, it's better to go to Tangrowth, I believe. There should be Scarf or Bandit. He's locked into Pursuit, so this is fine. I'm just going to Giga Drain. He goes for that again. That did absolutely zero. So he can flinch me a bunch of times if he wants to win. That's how it goes. He could be Sandrock as well. Like, the burn, I don't know how much it mattered. Because Tangrowth like comes in regardless and checks everything. Alright, he goes to this. I will Earthquake. He's going to go for some flinch as with Iron Head. He gets one flinch. Is Earthquake even the right play? I don't know whether he's Sandrock. I'll go to Mandibuzz here. I think that's fine. Mandy here will get 2-hit KO'd, and he's not Sandrock, so he's just basically fucked. So that was a rather difficult game. He had some very weird sets. Got a burn on his Titar. I can't tell how much it mattered. Like, I think Tangrowth had this basically on lockdown. He got a flinch there, which makes it harder for Tangrowth. So I'm going to Foul Play here, then Keldeo just cleans up. Man, I'm sorry if this narration... I need to stop apologizing for the narration, but like, I want the narration to be fast-paced and good. He gets another flinch, sick. It doesn't matter. Keldeo wins. Unless he crits Tangrowth with the Azumarill. That could be a thing. Could be a good way to steal this game away from me. Scald will be fine here. Then I'll probably just burn the Azumarill too. Yeah, he needs to crit Tangrowth, and even then it might not kill. 56, so I should be at like 80, so I don't even think Play Rough critting would kill me. So you just give Play Rough. In comes this. Yeah, he can't even kill me with a crit as far as I know, so let's just kick the right button. Kick the right button. Let's click the right button. Eat that up. That was a nice and close game. GG, Thunder and Blazers, who was in the 1400s. I thought this guy was in like OLT one year, so I was kind of expecting him to have a lot of points there, even with his weird team. But hit 8800, that is nice and spicy. Thank you, Tennis and the GoomE, for this team. Maybe Keldeo as the fire resist isn't the best, but it's a fun team anyway. I really like Tangrowth. I've never been able to build with Tangrowth. And Specs Keld just basically went ham today. One more time. He has a Celebi, he switched into Tornadus, then he sacked his Celebi, and then he just lost to Keldeo. So if you want to deal with Keldeo, just play intelligently. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.